It's been 3 days since I had my traffic accident here in West Texas. I thought I'd give you a quick update on what's been going on.
This video is sponsored by Cruiseman's Garage Honda Goldwing Maintenance Video Series.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Cruiseman's Garage. I'm Cruiseman, if you hadn't figured that out already. And I thought I'd just give you a little update on the progress of my traffic accident. Update on the bike, update on insurance, other matters. First of all, what started out as a pretty small bruise and very little pain in my right leg has turned into a pretty large bruise over the last couple of days. And more painful. It really didn't hurt after the accident, but that night it really hurt to put weight on my right leg. So I guess I got either a really deep bruise, or I'm not really sure. I think when I fell off the bike or rolled off the bike and hit the ground, I must have landed on the right top of my leg, and it got a pretty big bruise. Skinned up my knee a little bit, nothing major there. I am experiencing some pain in my leg, a little bit in the lower back. As far as the bike update, it's now sitting at Midland Power Sports, waiting for the insurance adjuster to come and take a look at the bike. I did file a claim with Progressive, which is my insurance company. The lady called, I filed the claim online, and then Monday morning she called me back or called me and introduced herself and took all my information over the phone. She seemed pretty pleasant and pretty efficient and about what you would expect, I think. I have the appointment, or I have an appointment, or the bike has an appointment, I guess I should say, with the adjuster who is in Lubbock, or at least he was in Lubbock when he called me. And he is going to be going out and taking a look at the motorcycle on Thursday. Now, I'm probably not going to be here because I'm flying back home on Thursday. I had to go ahead and buy an airline ticket on Southwest to get home because I've got some other things going I've got to be back for. We've got some new carpet being installed on Monday. I've got to be there to move furniture, if I can do that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but I can supervise, if nothing else. That's where we are right now as far as insurance. I don't know anything yet. I will give you more updates as this progresses, so you know if you ever end up in a situation like this, kind of what to expect. Also, I have reached out to my attorney, who has a lot of experience with this type of litigation and this type of situation. I think he may be in trial this week and very busy, so I haven't heard back from him yet. I'm still waiting to get a reply back. I don't even know if that's going to be necessary. It just depends, but it could be. I have not had any communication with the truck driver's insurance company. Progressive, the lady at Progressive did say that she would be contacting them, and she would let me know if she's able to, what she's able to find out. I have uploaded pictures and video of the accident scene to the Progressive website, so she has everything I've got, she's got access to. Now, I'm very fortunate, and I really want to, even though he may never see this video, I really want to thank the witness that took the time to not just, he actually had to make a U-turn and come back around and stayed there for probably an hour and spoke with the police, gave them a report, gave them his witness report. I was also able to videotape his comments of what he witnessed the accident, which you've seen in the previous video. His name is, I think it was Kevin. I'm not going to give his last name, obviously, but his name is Kevin. And he said he used to be a rider, and he, I think, really sympathized with the situation and came back and took the time to do all that, made sure I was okay. And Not sure if he called the police. I don't know who called the police. It may have been him. If you've been through something like this before, let me know in the comments. A lot of you have already commented, and I want to take the time to thank all of you. I've had hundreds of comments on the last video, and I've had emails from a lot of you who have YouTube channels, your motovloggers, or your friends, people we've become friends over the years. I mean, yeah, a lot of you have emailed me, you've put comments in, and it's very, very nice. I really appreciate your concern and keeping up with all this. Thank you very much. Next plan, I guess, for me is to try to assess how this is going to affect my YouTube channel, which is my business, and determine what if anything I have to do to adjust to make up for that. So it's a little unusual case in that my motorcycle is a big part. It's like a major prop of my YouTube channel. People come to my channel primarily to see motorcycle content. I make my maintenance videos, I do the YouTube channel videos, and it is my livelihood. So I get the irony of the shirt, ride off and ride safe. The irony's not lost on me right now. Maybe it's not ironic. Maybe this is a good reminder to everybody. I will point out that a lot of you, or a lot of comments would say things like, well, you never want to not be in the truck driver's line of sight with his rear view mirror. You know, that's good in theory. I think if you look at I've gone back and looked at the video more closely than I did when I made my first video that I put on YouTube. And after further inspection, there really was no good place for my motorcycle to be positioned. It'd even be difficult in a car. And the reason is because there were 2 lanes of traffic going the same direction. So in this still shot of the video, or in this video, you can actually see cars, semis, trucks going by on the left side. Well, there's not that much room between the edge of the left side of his truck where I would be visible to his rear view mirror and that passing traffic. My motorcycle, I would be in real danger of either being sideswiped or rear-ended if I was over far enough to where he could see me in his rear view mirror. On the other side, on the right-hand side, and even if I was in view of his rear view mirror, there's nothing to say that he would have even looked and seen me anyway. But on the right-hand side, he's less likely to look on the right-hand side. But even if I were in view of his right side rear view mirror, I would have had to literally be right up next to the curb because his trailer was maybe 12 to 18 inches from the curb. I would have had no escape path if that happened. I would, I don't even want to think about that. It's very fortunate that I was able to get off the motorcycles without getting hung up on something. I did have a bag on the back seat with some luggage and stuff in it. It's lucky that my pants leg or my boot or something did not get caught on something and that he didn't keep coming back. And, I don't even want to think about it. I've actually been having dreams about this at night. I guess if you've ever been through a motorcycle accident or any kind of thing kind of like this, maybe you've had the same thing. But it's a little psychologically distressing, to say the least, to think about what could have happened. So fortunately it didn't. So that's where we are. I'm on the mend, and I should be back at my office on Thursday. I have another motorcycle on loan from Honda that I'm reviewing, and I will have hopefully that review done sometime next week. Not sure, because all this stuff now is throwing a wrench into it, because this is going to take time to deal with this thing. I don't know if I have to fly back out here. I will tell you one little thing about I mentioned to you the other day about the towing company. This is just a point of frustration. I've got the bill here from the towing company, and I think I mentioned it cost me $850 to have the motorcycle towed from Big Spring over to Midland, which is about 45 miles. And the total is listed on the invoice or the receipt or whatever I signed. I have something here I signed. When it came time to pay the driver, I pulled out a credit card, and he acted a little disappointed. I guess he thinks I was carrying maybe $800 or $900 cash on me. I don't usually carry that much cash, and I don't keep my checkbook on me. But nevertheless, he had to call the office, and they said they would take a credit card, and I gave him my credit card. He took pictures front and back of the credit card. I looked at my credit card statement yesterday and discovered that they didn't charge me $850. They charged me $884. And I'm trying to understand why. What's the discrepancy? So I called the towing company and talked to somebody at the front desk, and they said, oh yeah, on a credit card charge, we charge a 4% fee for the credit, because the credit card company charges us 4%. And I said, what? Why didn't they put that on the invoice? I didn't agree to pay a $34 credit card fee. And as a lifelong business owner, I have never charged a customer what the merchant charges to me. That's a charge to the merchant, not supposed to be a charge to the customer. But apparently this is becoming a new thing. But actually there's a law in Texas that, except for government agencies and schools, it's illegal for a private business to charge for a credit card merchant fee. So I'm going to dispute the charge. I know it's $34. It's not the end of the world, but it's a principle thing, especially when I paid $854 or $850 to have the bike towed. For God's sakes, isn't that enough? So anyway, you know, any little thing right now can kind of set me off. In fact, after I got off the phone with her, quite frustrated, I'm not kidding, within 5 minutes, I got a scam call from one of these people trying to tell me that Amazon, you know, I've placed a big order with Amazon and accepted the delivery for like $1,200. I don't know what it was. You know, it's a scam. It was just one of those scam phone calls you get. And I mean, I lit into that guy. It was not the right day. And I told him, I said, man, you picked the wrong day to scam me or try to scam me on a phone call. And I used some very colorful language with him, and I don't think they're going to be calling back anytime soon. So anyway, that's maybe kind of a funny story. But nevertheless, just wanted to give you a quick update, or not so quick update. We're going to be headed over to the Honda shop here in a little bit. There's a couple things I left in the saddlebag I want to make sure to get out, like my Scosche jump starter. I left it on the bike. A couple of other little things that I was traveling with that I don't need to leave. There's no reason to leave it on the bike. So thanks again for all of your well wishes, all your concerns, all your comments. Again, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next Cruiseman's Garage. Also, some of your comments are going to make it into the next Crown and Comments, which I hope to do maybe the first to the middle part of next week. And I don't want to get into those comments right now, but because I think I need to have a drink in my hand when I go over those. So anyway, thanks again for all your comments. I will see you soon.